Welcome back to the farm. It is a beautiful day out here. We're gonna do a few chores, check for eggs, and then fill up some waters and check feeders and all that kind of stuff, and just general condition of everything going on. And then we're gonna jump back into some more of getting the hunting blind and everything set up if we have time. Hopefully we do. Let's take a look at these quail. These are our juvenile quail. They're all doing really good. Check their water right quick. We've got quite a bit of water, and I know I just filled that feed bucket up, so they got a lot of feed. They're running around having a good time. But I just came through the gate, and I've got a chicken way out there on the other side of the corral. I don't normally see them out there. Let's go investigate what's happening. It's one of the golden leg bars. I don't know what she's doing out here. I call them a golden leg bar. There's some kind of cross with a cream leg bar. When we got them at a pretty good price, like $1 a chick, when chicks were going for $3+, and they were sold to us as leg bars. But that, oh no, that is a cream leg bar. That's a purebred cream leg bar that we bought from a different farm. She's moving on. I don't know what she's doing out here. She was out here around the trailers in the little cattle shed. Probably, if I looked hard enough, they'd be some eggs somewhere, but I don't see any. That's the first time I've seen one this far out. She didn't like me coming out with her. And her gate is not open anyhow. She's not supposed to be out. Get back around there, girl. Just walking back in the gate. Right there's the gate. And I looked down. I had set my egg bucket right there while we was walking out there to check the hen. I looked down and there's an egg, and I've been over to grab it. And there's another egg. I don't know if y'all can see it under there or not. Let me see. I can get you now. I don't know if I ever got that in camera or not, but there's another egg underneath that piece of wood right there. Or actually, that's a piece of plexiglass. This egg is very clean and fresh feeling. Americana saying hello. Mr. Americana is saying hello. I'm gonna go get the egg grabber to get underneath that plexiglass. I'm scared of snakes, y'all, and there could be a snake under there. Who knows? I got the grabber. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's a bunch of eggs under there, y'all. There's more than one. Let's see. I don't think there's no snake under there. Not with that many eggs. There's two. Three. 4. 5. They're all in good shape so far. 6. That would explain why I haven't been getting many in the coop, huh? There's 7. Get away from there. 8. Let me see. And number 9. 9 eggs. And they're all clean. I'm going to take them in right now so that I keep them separated. There's 2 cream leg bar eggs in that bunch, and the rest of them are who knows. I'm going to take them in, keep them separated, and then I'll come back out. It was 10 eggs, y'all. I'd already put the one I found outside on the ground in the basket. So there was 10 total eggs here in a rogue nest. Normally, if I find a rogue nest like that, I wouldn't even consider taking them in. But those dudes looked fresh. So that's why I wanted to take them in and keep them separate, so I'd know which ones is which from the ones I get out of the nesting boxes. And that way I can at least check them, because they looked fresh, but it can be deceiving. Normally they look a little rough if they've been in a nest very long. So I don't think they were old. We'll find out. Let's go in this big coop, see what we got in here, if there's any eggs in it. They're all cackling and making a lot of noise. Let's come down here and fill up their waterers here in a little bit. They got lots of feed. I put some feed in these outside trough feeders the other night after I killed that possum. There's a whole lot less tumbleweeds in here today like there was yesterday. I see 1 egg right there in the corner. And I got one from right there yesterday. Right there. Put that in the basket. I don't see any other eggs. This old nesting box, sometimes they lay them back here right behind this board, and there's none. This weekend I'm going to try to take this nesting box out. All of them nests need new material, and we've got it in there, but I'm not going to put it in there. I'm going to trade the nesting box out. I'll show you more about that when we get to it. But they got lots of feed. That thing's plumb full. I filled it up last night. These girls, I've only got one of them. There's one rooster in here. The rest of them are all hens. But I've only got one of them that's of age laying. And I think I see her egg over there underneath the chicken house. Thought I seen the corner of an egg. And I do, right under there. Gotta get you one of these egg beaters, whisk on a stick to get to the eggs. Yep, I ain't got enough hands. There we go. That one might be old. We'll check it. They got plenty of feed and water. There's a lot of good looking hens in here, and they're grown. Man, they have grown since we put them over here by themselves. That one right there and that one right over there, those are chocolate Orpingtons. They got different feathers. Both of their tails are sticking right back at us. Chocolate Orpingtons, beautiful birds. These are speckled Sussex, and then these brown ones are partridge and Chanticleers. The brown ones over there, partridge Chanticleers. Those along the fence, all but that one chocolate Orpington to the right. Pretty birds. I should be getting eggs, but I don't expect much before winter's hits. These girls here are of age, and they have laid plenty of eggs, but the weather's been kind of crazy, and they molted a little bit. I've got one fake egg right there in the nesting box, but they don't even mess with it. Let's see if we can see. Oh yeah, there's several eggs back there. Let's go get them. Rather than crawling in there, come out here. Look, pick it up. Move it over. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs there. Put them in here. Alright, so we got eight eggs so far. Now we'll head up to the American breast and check them girls out, see how many eggs they got. I have never come up here and that rollaway nesting box be open like that. I'm guessing that old Jack probably left that thing open. I was working close to dark last night by the time I got up here to check on them and get them some water and all that stuff. And I'm guessing I just left the nesting box open. Not good. Not good at all. All right, this hen is still nesting on them. Let's get her out of there. Come on, girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 eggs. And only 9 of them I'm letting her nest on. I think that one right there is a fresh egg. It is. We haven't had enough wind to blow this open. So I'm pretty sure Jack left it open. And there's only 2 eggs in it. Y'all is my witness. I shut it. There's no way that blew open. So we found those 10 eggs in that rogue nest. We've got 11 eggs, I think. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 eggs out of our nesting boxes. And yeah, those in the rogue nest look better than the ones in the bucket that come out of the nesting boxes that I know are fresh eggs. Let's go over here and take a look at the quail. Y'all seen the baby quail or the adolescent quail, juvenile quail, but you hadn't seen the adult quail yet. I've already got 1 egg out of there, and I got something special to do with that, and I'll show y'all that here in just a little bit. These guys aren't real easy to see with the sun the way it is on this cage, but they're all looking good in there. Looking real good. And they got plenty of food and water. Miss Butterfinger is wanting some food. Yeah, hello Miss Butterfinger. She's such a good outdoor cat. She couldn't figure out the litter box. That's why we didn't keep her inside. She was originally an inside cat. There you go, Miss Butterfinger. When you don't have a side-by-side, y'all, you get her done whichever way you can. I would like to set my deer blind up right in here, but I got to get all of this mowed down. I'd like to before that sun goes down. Let's see what I can get done. Also wanted to come down here and see if there's any evidence of the corn being eaten. And you can plainly see something's been pawing at it and eating it. That it just spun out a little bit ago, so there's lots of corn under the feeder. But yeah, the deer are coming in. I seen eyeballs this morning before daylight out here using my flashlight while I was checking on the chickens. Okay, I told you I was going to do something special with that quail egg, and this is what it is. I'm going to get it set in here, and we are going to get them ready for the last batch of the season. I wasn't going to do any more this season because winter's coming on, but because I lost those 10, I decided to go ahead and do one more round. So let's get them set up. Okay, that's not the best camera angle, but it's what I got right now. First thing I need to do is put the egg tray in there, so we'll spin them out. All right, I got all the eggs right here. Don't want to lose them. There's 18 quail eggs over the last 6 days. I was going to try to do them less than that, but they didn't lay me very many. So I'm going to set this over aside. And we're going to put each egg in its own slot. And it's too big. The holes are too big for the quail eggs, but they work. So what we do is point the small end. You can see there's a small end pointed down. We point that toward the center of the egg tray so that it'll rotate just fine when that spins. And then alarm's going off because we don't have, the temperature is dropping, and that's what it's telling me, that the temperature's not good on the incubator. But as soon as we get the cap back on it, it'll warm up pretty quickly. Let's get all these in here. Hopefully we'll get a few more quail out of this. These are Cortenex quail, or Coturnix. Depends on who you listen to. I believe they're probably Coturnix. Cortenex is what I was told when I first started getting them. Let's turn that in just a little bit. There we go. But Coturnix is what I hear more often. They are all in there. We put the cap back on, just like that. Make sure it's sealed all the way around, and those gears are lined up, and they are. Now this should warm back up, and the humidity build back up. Give that bottle a little squeeze, put a little extra water in there because the humidity was a little bit low. We'll fill those up, but now, 18 days from now, we should have quail hatching. This is where we're going to end this video. Thank y'all for coming along with me. It didn't work out quite like I wanted it to. Something's wrong with the Kubota mower. It is down there by the deer feeder. Not getting any fuel to the motor. I thought it ran out of fuel. I ran to town and got some, and it wasn't empty. I just didn't have any fuel in the filter, so I'm guessing I got a clog somewhere in the line or the filter, and we'll figure that out in the daylight because it got dark on me. God bless y'all. Y'all go out and be a blessing for someone else today, tomorrow, whenever you watch this, and we'll see you on the next video.